Just leave it to the Bruins to absolutely pop off and have a huge game the one night that I'm actually busy. So this past Thursday, the Bruins took on the Winnipeg Jets. And in the video before that, I said, oh, the Jets are terrible. Maybe, just maybe, the Bruins will get their act together. And that message transcended something and certainly made its way to the intended receiver, which was the entire Boston Bruins roster, who popped off for a 6-1 victory against the Winnipeg Jets. Again, Winnipeg hasn't been good at all this year, but some of that is off the back of, they haven't had Connor Hellebuck for a good chunk of it. They had Connor Hellebuck tonight, and unfortunately for him, this was an NHL game, so he was at a severe disadvantage, and the Bruins were all ready for that. So, as the intro suggests, I couldn't watch this game. The one time I'm like, you know what? The Bruins haven't been playing amazing. I got a friend in town who I haven't seen in forever. I'm going to prioritize having a social life. And the Bruins, to that, said, fuck you. So, who gets it kicked off? David Pastrnak, he's coming from Morgan Geeky, gets what was his 27th goal of the season, unassisted in the first period. I'm just kind of ripping through the score here. Second period, we get our newest Bruin, Lucas Reichel, getting a goal, as well as Victor Arvidsson. The Weasel gets back on the scoreboard with his 19th of the season. I mean, by that point, Bruins got a commanding 3-0 lead going into the third, and instead of doing their normal, let's just hold on for dear life and hope that whoever's in net tonight bails us out, they decide to pour on a little bit extra, with Pavel Zacha getting his 23rd, Fraser Minton getting his 16th, and Jonathan Aspro getting his 3rd. All of the Bruins' goals coming at even strength in this game, which is awesome to see. Just great to see the Bruins have good even strength play. I guess it shouldn't be a shocker for a team that's had such an abysmal power play that all of their goals are coming at even strength, but to get 6 even strength goals is pretty impressive. You'd think that, maybe one of those gets in on the power play. The only team that did take advantage of the power play was actually the Winnipeg Jets, who scored their only goal on the power play, coming from Jonathan Taves. But by every metric and stat that I can look at for this game, the Bruins were pretty much in control. The only thing, and it's because I'm gearing up to make the recap for the Bruins-Red Wings game, is the Bruins are kind of back on their bullshit when it comes to taking penalties. In this game, Pasta getting a 4-minute high-sticking double minor, Hampus Lindholm with a hook, Victor Arvidsson with a trip. The Bruins have just vastly improved their ability on the penalty kill, but they're still putting their penalty killers out there way more often than I would like them to be. This was, I think, the exact type of game the Bruins needed, coming off a couple of, overtime bouts where it was close, a couple of them dropping in overtime. They needed the 2 points. Of course, I'm almost certain on this night that every other team that we needed to maybe lose probably won, but I'll spare you the whole ramblings of the playoff updates because I'm going to do a little bit more of a deep dive in that in a separate video breaking down the Red Wings game. But I wanted to make a very short recap, just saying, good job, Bruins. Thank you for beating the bad Winnipeg Jets and getting 2 points that matter very, very, very much. So thank you for listening to my message. Thanks to all the Bruins for pitching in. I mean, everybody getting on the score sheet here. I love seeing that, and it's something I've talked about all year long with. It's a little bit of a, everybody has to pitch in, and from the stars to the rookies, you had representation across the board on the stat sheet tonight. So a great all-around effort, a great win for a valuable 2 points in this Eastern Conference race. But a more in-depth breakdown, if you're looking for all of that, is going to be in my Bruins Red Wings video. So keep an eye out for that. That will be next.